Hey, it's me. I have some food in the oven right now. Was gonna pound out another couple podcasts, but I thought I would not leave the food unattended. So I decided to do the couple of these from my couch, just while I'm making my food. Just safety first. Don't want to burn down the house while I am podcasting about nerd shit, because that would be bad. The homeless podcast guy would suck. So, it's me. I'm gonna do a couple of these videos. First one I want to touch on is the Mandalorian, which is on Disney Plus. It is streaming on Disney Plus. It is a fantastic series. For any of you Star Wars fans out there, Jon Favreau got her done. It's a fantastic series. I went through it, watched them one by one when they came out. So if you haven't checked the show out yet, I was talking to one of my friends last night and she said she hadn't seen it yet. Well, geez, what are you doing with your life? There's a lot of good shows out there. It's getting to the point where with all the streaming services, it's hard to keep up. So I picked my select few. The Mandalorian, I can tell you straight up, right now, hopefully the microphone's catching this. It's just right there. Had to kind of throw it together in the living room. We'll see how this works audio-wise, quality-wise. That's okay. The Mandalorian, very good. If you are a Star Wars fan, if in particular the new sequel trilogy wasn't your cup of tea, kind of rubbed you the wrong way, couple things about that did. Jon Favreau has done a faithful new chapter in the Star Wars mythos. It is fantastic. It is a little slow going at parts, but for all intents and purposes, it's great. I really enjoyed it. Not much else I can say about that, really, to elaborate. There was a couple of slow portions in some of the episodes. There was one episode in specific in my mind, looking back on it. All of them, they were great. They were good. They were paced well. Some were a little slow, but they were still good. Wasn't overly slow to the point where I was like, oh man, I'm losing interest. The only episode that I had an actual problem with, there is an episode that has Bill Burr in it. Clancy Brown is in it. Clancy Brown is a very, very established actor. He's been a voice actor for the last few years. If you're familiar with Clancy Brown and you're an old school movie head like myself, you will recognize that name as him being the Kurgan from Highlander. That's right. He was the bad guy in the first Highlander movie. He's big. He's scary looking. He doesn't really have a pretty enough face for Hollywood, so they usually put him as a voice actor. And he has done a lot of voice acting. So check him out, Clancy Brown. He was in this episode of The Mandalorian with Bill Burr and a few other characters. It was a mishmash, and it was fucking terrible. I didn't like that episode. That was the only thing that I didn't like about The Mandalorian. That one episode in particular just did not fit with the rest of the pacing, tone, everything with that show. It was going and going and going and going, and it was rocking it. Then you hit a wall with this episode. And then it starts back up, and it finishes strong. The first season. I watched the entire first season when they were all new. The thing about it, that one bad episode didn't ruin it for me. But I really, really, really disliked that episode. I can't even remember what episode number it was. I think it was episode 8 or 9, I think, in the first season. You'll see it. Bill Burr is in it. It's terrible. I just wiped that one out of my memory. But if you're looking for a Star Wars show that is true to form, that gets it right, uses a lot of practical effects as well as CGI, properly, this is your ticket. Very, very good. Enjoyable. It's full of Easter eggs. They just filled it with Easter eggs. For all you Star Wars people out there. So Star Wars is your thing, and you were kind of losing the taste for it with the flavor of the last couple movies, you will have your faith in the franchise saved with The Mandalorian. It's set after Return of the Jedi. So it happens between Return of the Jedi, I think it's 5 years after the Return of the Jedi. And it picks up there. I'm not going to give you any spoilers for the shows. If you have been on the internet since this show came out, you do know there is a baby Yoda. It's not actually Yoda, as far as I know. It hasn't been explained yet what the baby Yoda is, but it's fantastic. The dynamic they have between the two. The Mandalorian character himself, I was a little worried that it was going to be rather two-dimensional. It wasn't. They flushed out the character pretty good. The acting is good. It's hard for him to actually do a good job, if you think about it, because he never takes off the damn helmet. He uses his body to act properly. Facial expression doesn't happen because it's covered up with the helmet. So he does a pretty damn good job. I'm going to give him that. The flavor of the show, it is Star Wars, but it is also like a mishmash with old Western style. Interesting? Yes. Does it work? Definitely. It's great. The effects are great. The plot's great. Except for that crappy episode. And it shows a lot of extra things. There was one, I was watching it with my daughter. My daughter's a big Star Wars fan as well. There was an episode where he has a run-in with some Jawas. The Jawas were Jawas. They caused some problems for him. And it was good. They throw in little things here and there where you sit back and you can notice some of them the first watch. But I would get into the habit of rewatching the show the next day with fresh eyes just to see what else I can see, because they are tucking a lot of stuff in the background on that show. So it's pretty good. Easter eggs, Easter eggs, Easter eggs. The baby Yoda's pretty damn cute too. It's good. I was a little skeptical. I thought it was going to be a little over the top, too much Disney. You know how they do the cutesy thing for kids. But they pulled it off properly. They did a really good job. The action, they don't pull any punches with the action. It's surprisingly violent. I thought they were going to tone it down being on Disney+, but first episode, he gets like his grappling, he throws this guy through a door. This guy gets thrown through a door. He grapples his foot, pulls him through, and the door goes squishes, cuts him in half. It's been a while since I saw that episode. My memory might be hazy, but I remember that was pretty awesome. He's a Mandalorian. He does his bounty hunter thing, and he does it well. He executes a bunch of kills. He's highly efficient, and I really, really enjoyed this show. So I'm not going to give you any spoilers. I'm just going to kind of give you a even spread of what the show's about. I definitely recommend it. Disney Plus streaming service. I subscribe to it. My kids and I love it. It's full of a bunch of stuff. I'm going to review a bunch of content off of there. They have a bunch of the Marvel stuff, which is fantastic. They have a bunch of the old Disney TV shows that I grew up watching, which is great. Disney Plus as a service is a welcome addition to my streaming services that I subscribe to the point where for a while I didn't have Netflix because I didn't care to have Netflix because all the good stuff from Netflix got taken back by Disney and all my Avengers movies and stuff got put onto Disney Plus. So why the hell not? And I enjoyed it. I hope they do a good job with Season 2. Season 1 is definitely something that you have to check out. If you haven't checked it out yet, I'm sure all my Star Wars fans out there, my fellow Star Wars people, have checked it out and have loved it. People have had a few small criticisms, and they can't get it 100% every single time. But their success rate on this series was up there. I was very happy with it. Very pleased, indeed. So, it's on my list of shows that you can check out. Today's theme, I'm going to be firing through a few streaming shows that you should watch. The next one that I'm going to touch on is The Boys, which is on Amazon Prime. I also have that streaming service because I have Amazon Prime, so I got it for free for paying for my Prime already. I was talking to one of my friends last night, watched the whole series. I will do a review on that one next from my couch, real quick, upload another video. I'm just rapid firing through these. I'm also making my dinner at the exact same time, so I'm a multitasker. And I want to keep in touch with everybody and keep my uploads up there to average about one per day, one every second day. So this is another method to do it. Switch it up once in a while. Do it a little different. Do one from my couch. Do one from there. Do one out and about. I do have some ideas I'm going to be throwing around to make this a little bit more mobile, where I will do an episode once in a while from a certain location around Lloydminster and touch on some stuff with some local business and all that good stuff. So, thank you for watching this video. Make sure to tune in to my next one. I will be uploading this one, then uploading another one immediately following it. Definitely check out The Mandalorian. Definitely get Disney Plus. If you have kids in the house, or if you're a big kid at heart like me, it is totally worth the money. It is a small price to pay every month for your streaming service that will give you unlimited joy and nostalgia. So I am definitely pushing for this Disney Plus thing. It is a fantastic thing to have, and The Mandalorian is a fantastic thing to watch. So make sure, if you haven't checked it out yet, or you kind of went through it quickly, maybe an episode here or there, sit down, maybe have a week that you run through, binge watch this one. I don't generally binge watch TV, but this is binge watch worthy, definitely. So was The Boys, the next video I'm going to do. If you do have a suggestion on a streaming show that I should cover, or one that I haven't seen yet that you can suggest to me to watch, let me know. Go in the comment section below. Let me know what you thought. Give me some feedback on what you could change with Mandalorian. I am very happy with what they've done. It seems like a decent course correction. Jon Favreau has done a fantastic job with this show. The tone, great. The Star Wars flavor, great. Everything. The effects, top notch. No complaints. I don't have any complaints yet, except for that one crappy episode. Anything negative that I had to say about that entire season, it's like they took and they dumped the bucket of crap into that one episode and compacted it into one. I'm not a fan of Bill Burr. I don't like him. Clancy Brown's fantastic, though. He plays this big, scary guy in it. You'll see it. You'll see it. You might like the episode. I hated it. Absolutely hated it. But thanks for watching this episode. Make sure you check out The Mandalorian. Make sure you check out all the great stuff that Disney Plus has to offer, because it's not just Star Wars stuff on there. There's Marvel. There's all sorts of things. And it's fun for you and your family, so I highly recommend it. Everybody will find something that they can enjoy on there. So that's about it. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay up to date on my videos. I will be posting some more tonight and tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to share with your friends on social media. Go on Facebook. Just give this a share. Maybe tag a few of your friends in it, especially if you're local. I am recording this in Lloydminster on the Alberta-Saskatchewan border. Support your locals. It's the best thing to do. Come on. Support your hometown people. That's the way we should be doing this around here. All right, thank you very much, and I will see you on the next episode.